6 games in 6 days to end the regular season for the San Francisco Seagulls, who take on the Sonoma Stompers in this one. Currently, the Stompers third place in the CCL North, 2.5 games above the San Francisco Seagulls at 12 and 15. We are here at Tom Lara Field in San Bruno, California. Hi, everyone. I am Cameron Anderson on the call, as should be a very interesting matchup here. Getting late in the season, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Sonoma Stompers. Leading things off and playing second, number 41, Elijah Ramos. At short will be Trent Abel. Batting third and playing third, Max Handren. In center, Paul A. Contreras, DHing Omar Castellum. In right, Darvin Scott. In left, Joseph Cardinal. At first, Tyler Hawley, Rudy Gonzalez behind the dish, and Destin Allen Fox on the mound for the Stompers. And let's quickly take a look at the Seagulls lineup in this one. Tinsley leading things off, playing center, followed by Landry in left, Lordier DHing, Sundar at first, Forsyth behind the dish, catching Ethan Foley, Logan Hart in right, James Bowes at short, Kai Holm at second, and Jake Brewer at third. All right, we are getting ready for first pitch here in San Bruno from the right-hander, Ethan Foley, and it's in there. Strike one to Ramos. Ethan Foley, the 6'3" right-hander from Orinda, California, went to Eastside High School, spent 2 seasons at Ohlone. He's currently an undecided junior. He's quickly ahead in the count on Ramos, 0-2. The 0-2 up and in, ball 1 to Elijah Ramos. Foley threw over 86 innings with 96 strikeouts and a 2.58 ERA in his sophomore and junior year at Eastside High School. As he gets a swing and a miss, strike 3, Ramos goes down for the first out of the ballgame. So here's Trent Abel, the shortstop for the Stompers. More on Foley. In his 2 seasons at Ohlone, he threw 121 and a third innings pitched in 22 starts with 132 punch-outs and a 3.78 ERA. First pitch to Abel, foul tipped, caught by Forsyth, strike 1. This is Foley's 4th start and 4th appearance, so he is one of the starters in the rotation. He's got a good fastball. Abel swings through it, and he's quickly down the count, 0-2. Foley's thrown now 14 innings after recording the punch-out. 17 hits, 5 earned runs, 4 walks, and 20 strikeouts, and make that 21 on the season. He came in with a 3.29 ERA and a staggering strikeout per 9 innings. Like I said, 21 strikeouts now in 14 and a third innings pitched. So Foley, along with Dwyer Lewis and Will Ellis, will probably be the top 3 pitchers on the staff for the Seagulls, 2 of them being starters, and obviously Will Ellis, the closer, who collected a save last night against the Menlo Park Legends in that 7-4 Seagull victory. And Foley is absolutely locked in to kick things off. 9 pitches, 8 strikes, 1 ball, and he's looking to strike out the side. But a good eye from the 3-hitter Max Handren, who just finished up at Cal. To St. Bonaventure out of high school as he fouls that one back. And then spent 2 seasons at SRJC and 2 seasons at Cal. He was a all Pac-12 preseason selection and Pac-12 tournament selection, hitting over 513 at-bats in the Pac-12 tournament. Count goes full on Handren. Foley, still a chance to strike out the side here. Here's the 3-2, and it's a good eye. And looks like now the count will be full, 3-2. So here's the 3-2. And good eye as Foley missing with the fastball. Trying to get Handren to swing at the high one instead. It's a 2-out walk here in the top of the first. Here's Paul A. Contreras, the center fielder for the Stompers. And he's been one of the best power bats and just overall one of the better players on this roster for Sonoma. Contreras from Salida, California, went to Gregory High School. Handren at first. And once again, 4 straight 0-2 counts here from Ethan Foley, filling up the zone here in the first. The 0-2. Fastball popped up into short right field. Hart coming in, and he will make the catch. Nice running play from the Seagulls right fielder, and a nice first frame from Ethan Foley on the mound. A couple of punch outs, a walk, no runs come across as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here for the bottom of the first, left-hander, number 49, Destin Allen Fox on the mound for the Stompers. This his 7th start of the season for the Stompers. The 6-foot lefty from Alpine, California, went to Santana High School and is a sophomore at Cal State Northridge. Posted an 11-1 record with a .60 ERA and 94 punch-outs in 81 2/3 innings as a senior at Santana High School. He was named All-CIF San Diego First Team Pitcher of the Year and All-State as a senior in high school, and won a D1 CIF championship his senior year as well. His twin brother, Xander Fox, is at Grossmont College as a freshman at Northridge. He pitched 16 1/3 innings pitched, was 14 strikeouts and a 4.41 ERA. So Allen Fox headed to his sophomore year at Cal State Northridge. And some current numbers on Fox. Like I said, this is 7th start of the summer. 21 2/3 innings pitched in his previous 6 starts. 19 hits, 10 runs, 11 walks, 35 strikeouts in the 21 2/3 innings pitched, and a 4.15 ERA. First pitch here to Andrew Tinsley, leading things off and playing center for the Seagulls. Tinsley from Frisco, Texas, to Odessa College, Murray State JC, and is now headed to North Carolina AT&T for his junior year. 2-0 on Tinsley. Foul tips that one into the glove of Gonzalez back there. Tinsley was one of the Seagulls CCL showcase selections, and he actually picked up an RBI in that game. RBI ground out, was runner on third with 1 out. The North ended up losing that game. Will Ellis was the CCL pitcher of the game, though, in his 1 inning that he got. And I'm sure some of you maybe saw that YouTube live stream, or if you have Bally Sports, you watched it. Two. Good breaking ball, but stayed outside. Ball 3. So 3-2 on Tinsley. 3-2 from Fox. And it misses ball 4. So leadoff walk for the Seagulls as Andrew Tinsley gets on. And here's the 2-hitter. Left fielder, number 1, Isaiah Landry. Landry from Pittsburgh, California, to El Cerrito High and Clayton Valley. He takes a look at strike 1. Going into his sophomore year, Alabama State, playing for the Hornets. Good breaking ball, but stays upstairs. 1-1. Fly ball, center field. Contreras coming in, and he will camp under it and make the catch for the first out. So Landry down on the fly out. And here's Ryan Lordier. Lordier went to Cappuccino High School. Fouls that one down the right field line, out of play. Just finished up his sophomore year at West Valley JC. Hit over 400 in his 3 years on varsity at Cappuccino High School as he swings through that one. Down the count 0-2. Played in 89 games for West Valley in his 2 seasons, hitting .356, 21 doubles, 6 triples, 4 homers, and 71 RBIs. He was also a CCL showcase selection. Tinsley's on the move. Lordier swings through it, so it's going to be a strikeout as Tinsley swipes second. So now 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. Tinsley on second for the cleanup hitter, Nav Sundar. Sundar, who went to California High School, Cuesta College, and going to Coppin State this fall. Changeup from Alan Fox, misses outside. Sundar hit .381 in his senior year at California High School and In 38 games last spring at Cuesta, he hit .301, 8 doubles, 4 homers, and 29 RBIs. Here's a ground ball to short, and Abel, the throw to first, is off the bag. So the shortstop, Abel, bobbled it a little at first, was able to recover and had time to make a good throw, but the throw on the run was just offline to the first baseman, Holly. Two gone for Liam Forsyth, the catcher in this one, batting fifth. Good spot here now. Runners on first and second. Two gone. Alan Fox misses inside with the breaking ball. Forsyth is at Chabot College as the fastball misses up. 2-0 on him. Hit 7 homers and a .314 batting average in conference play this spring at Chabot, and over a .700 slugging percentage. Looking to get the power going here this summer as he takes a look at a strike. 2-1. Forsyth comes into this one hitting .200, a double, and an RBI. Check swing, and looks like it'll be a strike on the pitch. 2-2. So 2 on, 2 out, and a 2-2 count on Forsyth here in the home half of the first. Seagulls. Tinsley on the move as Forsyth fouls that one back. See if Tinsley decides to run again here. Like Sundar didn't pick up that Tinsley was running right away, so he stayed put at first. Try the 2-2 again. Breaking ball misses outside. Good eye from Forsyth. Count runs full. Good at-bat here from Forsyth. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Alan Fox making sure Tinsley doesn't get too far off the bag. .73 degrees here in San Bruno. Nice sunny day here. Fastball misses low. And a gutsy take from Forsyth, and it pays off with a 2-out walk. So bases loaded. 2 gone for Logan Hart, the right fielder. Spent 2 seasons at Modesto and is committed to Cal State Fullerton. Swings through the fastball, 0-1. Hart, who was primarily the starting right fielder for the Seagulls, but a really competitive outfield, especially with the emergence of Isaiah Landry, who was one of the later adds to the roster. And the way that Tinsley's been hitting as well, hard to keep him out of the lineup. And so Algren, kind of the guy who missing from the starting lineup for this outfield. Obviously, and then you have Josh Hansen, who can play the outfield as well. 1-2 on Hart. Alan Fox from the windup. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Seagulls strand bases loaded. Alan Fox, couple of punch-outs, gets out of the jam unscathed. We go to the top of the second here, and San Bruno still 0-0. Designated hitter number 37, Omar Gastelum, set to lead things off for the Stompers. This is his second year with the Stompers, and his last collegiate season or spring ball was in 2022 for the San Jose State Spartans. Went to St. Bonaventure High School, UC Santa Barbara out of high school. So a highly touted prospect. Rolls this one over. Third baseman Brewer, nice play. On to first in plenty of time. So good range there from Brewer to go to his left and make the play right there. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Foley. Here's number 15 at Darvin Scott, getting the start in right field. First pitch to him, and there's strike 1. Foley, a couple of punch-outs in the first. Both of these starters today, a couple of punch-outs. Brewer, diving play at third. Throw to first, in time. What a play from Jake Brewer, who has not played a lot of third base this season for the Seagulls, but flashing the leather here early. Wow. So all season long, really, the Seagulls have gotten fantastic defense from the hot corner, especially at third base, whether it's Hansen, Moreno, and now Jake Brewer. Here's Joseph Cardinal playing left field. Swings through the first pitch, 0-1. This one popped up and out of play. Cardinal, who's sophomore at College of San Mateo, hits a fly ball out to left field. Landry coming in, makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Ethan Foley, and not many bullets used here in the top of the second for him. We go to the bottom of the second, still 0-0. James Bowes set to lead things off for the Seagulls, the LMU commit. Played at West Valley JC. And getting the start at short today for the Seagulls. Here's a fly ball out to center field. Contreras backpedaling, makes the catch for the first out. So nice contact from Bowes as Contreras ended up all the way out to the close to the dirt on the other side of the baseball field here. Here's Kai Holm playing second today with Bowes at short. Takes a look at ball one. Holmes from Redwood City fouls that one back. To Sequoia High School, College of San Mateo, and just finished his junior year at Coppin State University. And he's hit everywhere he's been. This one back up the middle. Going to be a tough play for Ramos. He slips, throw to first, not in time. Holm also slips, and oh boy, he goes down and is holding his knee, running through first base, and this is not a good sign for the Seagulls, as it looks like he's grabbing onto that left knee. And it looked like he hit the bag funny when running through first base, and he seems like he's in a lot of pain right now. So really unfortunate start to the game for the Seagulls. Holm still down. And now up, stretching out that knee. So manager Dom Sebastiani and assistant Max Lopez over there with Holm, and it looks like he's going to try to stay in the game here. Still trying to stretch out that knee and walk it off a little bit. So good sign for the Seagulls and Kai Holm, as that looked like it could have been really, really ugly, especially a sort of a non-contact type of injury right there, but looks like he might have just tweaked his knee a little bit. Here's Jake Brewer, the third baseman for the Seagulls, batting ninth in this one. Artie's made a couple of nice defensive plays in the top of the second. Brewer, who went to Cappuccino High School as well. A few Cappuccino High School guys for the Seagulls. He played this spring at Kenyatta, in which he hit .377 in 23 games. In his senior year of high school, he hit .345 at Cappuccino High School. 2-1 on Brewer, and that one misses, ball three. So 3-1 on Brewer. Holm at first with one gone here in the bottom of the second. 3-1, swing and a miss from Brewer. Move to first, and it's a pretty good one. Home, not a big lead over there, able to get back standing. So Home picks up the first hit for the Seagulls with his infield single. Couple of moves to first from Alan Fox. 3-2. Fastball fouled back. And interesting, Alan Fox trying to keep Home close over there at first, but I think Home, pretty unlikely he's going to run right now based on how his knee is probably feeling right now. But we'll see. 3-2 again. Fastball fouled back. Brewer doing a nice job working into this pitch count for Alan Fox, who, again, 6 starts and just over 21 innings so far. So he hasn't gone super deep into games this season for the Seagulls. 3-2 again. And this is a fly ball out to center field. Contreras, who loves to do the long stride back pedal, which probably don't teach to the youth, but nonetheless, it works for him. And 2 are gone here in the bottom of the second. Back to the top of the order. Here's Andrew Tinsley, who led things off with a walk. Stole second, but was stranded at third when the Seagulls had bases loaded in the first. Home still at first. Big breaking ball from Fox, and he lands it. It's 0-2. Tinsley, 1 for 4 yesterday with a couple of RBIs against the Menlo Park Legends. He takes a look at ball 1. He had the lone extra base hit for the Seagulls, hitting his 3rd double of the year, and drove in his 12th RBI of the season. Breaking ball down the line at third. Backhand from the third baseman onto first. In time from the Cal Berkeley third baseman, Max Handren. So once again, Seagulls runner on, but unable to bring any across. We go to the top of the third. Still scoreless here in San Bruno. First baseman Tyler Hawley, the 8th hitter, leading things off for the Stompers. After a 1-2-3 second from Foley. This one hit down the line and just foul. And don't know if it was exactly deep enough to be gone. Probably would have been a one-hopper off the fence if he straightened that out, but definitely gave that one a ride, but just out in front for strike one. Holly is from Laverne, California, and a sophomore at Cal State Fullerton. All over that one, but once again, out in front, count is 1-2. His junior and senior year of high school, he hit .298 with 13 doubles, 2 homers, and 25 RBIs. Played in 20 games as a freshman at Cal State Fullerton, but struggled a bit at the plate as he's once again out in front. Hit .114 this spring as a freshman at Cal State Fullerton. Two. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Third punch out of the evening for Ethan Foley. So Hawley down swinging, and here's the catcher, Rudy Gonzalez from Edinburgh, Texas, to Vela High School, and is a sophomore at Texas Rio Grande Valley. He takes a look at a ball high. Gonzalez hit .382 in 76 career games at Vela High School. And he also didn't commit a single error behind the dish in his senior year of high school. See, foul tips that one, 1-1. This spring at Texas Rio Grande Valley hit .261 in 12 games. Pops this one up, back out of play. And once again, another 2-strike count. Had 4 2-strike counts in the first inning. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 4 punch outs for Ethan Foley. So Gonzalez down swinging on the, looks like a slider from Ethan Foley. And here's Elijah Ramos, who was the first strikeout victim, and hits this one into short left field. It's a base hit for Elijah Ramos. Ramos, who has played the Seagulls very well this summer, as it seems like he's really had 2 to 3 hit game in the first few games, at least, that the Stompers and Seagulls have played each other. This is the second to last matchup between these two teams. They won't see each other again until the final regular season game of the year for the Seagulls on July 28th, which will be at Arnold Field. And like I said, opening the broadcast, currently the Stompers in third place in the CCL North, 2.5 games in front of the Seagulls. So this matchup, very crucial, and just 5 more games after this one for the Seagulls, trying to climb up to that 3 spot with the Blues in second place, half a game up on the Stompers, and the Crawdads, who have basically, I think, almost have already cemented themselves in the CCL North playoffs and are close to clinching the number 1 seed already. This one fouled back. Ramos was on the move. Trent Abel at the dish from San Diego to Rancho Bernardo High School and is a sophomore at Cal State Northridge. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And he's going to tag him out as Foley picks up 3 punch-outs here in the third. 5 in the ball game for the tall right-hander. We go to the bottom of the third, still 0-0. Make sure to join us tomorrow night here at Tom Lara Field in San Bruno, California at 6 o'clock as the Crawdads come into town. Like I said, the #1 team in the CCL North. And a big game for the Seagulls. Their last game against the Crawdads this season, who have played them well so far. Here's Isaiah Landry leading things off for the Seagulls. Flew out to center in his first at-bat, so he's 0 for 1. Breaking ball first pitch from Alan Fox, misses low. Landry, who is now hitting over 300, second best batting average on the team, swings through the fastball, 1-0-1. And Landry, great guy to have at the top of the order, as that one runs inside, almost hits him, just able to get out of the way. But Landry, great on-base percentage, too, hitting 300, but also has 17 walks in 19 games played. Fouls this one back. Landry's 9 stolen bases, second best on the team behind Josh Algren. He takes strike 3. Well-located fastball from Alan Fox. Hits the bottom of the zone, and Landry's down looking for the first out. So 1 gone for the 3-hitter Ryan Lordier, who is leading the team in batting average, hitting .324. Pops this one up out of play. Lordier struck out swinging in his first at-bat. This is Lordier's 20th game of the season for the Seagulls. Change-up, misses outside. Lordier still leading the team in RBIs as well with 15. And also has 6 stolen bases. So he's just done a little bit of everything for the Seagulls this season. Here's a chopper to second. Ramos on the run, flips to first. 2 gone here in the bottom of the third. So 4-3 put out, and here's the cleanup hitter, Nav Sundar. Nav reached on the throwing error from Trent Abel back in the first. So he's 0 for 1, but reached safely, made it up to second base when the Seagulls had the bases loaded with 2 outs. First pitch from Alan Fox. Good breaking ball, lands strike one. Sundar, 7 RBIs this summer. Hits this one pretty well, but should be routine out there for Contreras in center, who's been busy so far through 3 innings. Well, we're through 3, still 0-0 as we go to the top of the 4th. Top of the 4th here in San Bruno against the 3rd place Stompers and the 4th place Seagulls as we head to the home half of the regular season. Final stretch. Seagulls coming off the break from the CCL Showcase have 7 games in 7 days. They won the first one last night against the Menlo Park Legends 7-4. This is game 2 of the 7-game stretch. And Ethan Foley on the mound has been wonderful so far as Handren all over this one, hits this into right field. Wide turn at first, but he's going to head back, and it's a leadoff single for the Stompers. So Handren collects the 2nd hit of the evening for the Stompers, and here's Paul Contreras. First pitch spiked, and Forsythe had to scramble to go get it, and Handren, good read, broke to second immediately and is in safely on the wild pitch. The 1-0 misses high, 2-0. Contreras, who hit .339 with 8 homers, 12 stolen bases, and 43 RBIs in just 40 games at Modesto JC in his freshman year. So him and Logan Hart both were in that outfield for Modesto last spring. This one, a swing and a miss, but gets by, and Handren will make it all the way up to third base. 2-1 on Contreras. Infield drawn in at the cut of the grass. This one fouled straight back. 2-2. Two runs inside, now 3-2. No gone. Here's the 3-2 to Contreras. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Great slider from Ethan Foley. Such a tight slider that he throws. And it looks like the fastball coming out of the hand until it breaks off towards the left-hander batter's box. Glove side movement. And that is a big out getting Contreras, who has the second most home runs in the CCL. So he's retired. And a swing and a miss from Gastelum. This is his 8th game of the summer. Came into this one hitting .231. He grounded out to third in his last at-bat. This, a base hit up the middle, and it's 1-0 Stompers as Handren comes in to score the opening run of the ball game. So a nice piece of hitting from Gastelum, and he picks up an RBI single. And here's Darvin Scott, who grounded out to third in his first at-bat. Scott, who's just 8 at-bats this summer. This is his 3rd game. Looks like a changeup from Foley. Misses outside. 1-0. And Scott, who's got 2 runs on 3 walks, but still looking for his first hit of the summer. Again, a couple of these really late adds into the season for the Stompers. The Seagulls have definitely added to the bullpen later in the second half of the season, but have not added in the position player department, where the Stompers have almost a brand new team in the second half of the season with a lot of new guys coming in. 2-1 on Scott, the right fielder for the Stompers. Fastball, swing and a miss, ran inside, and an uncomfortable swing from Scott. Now 2-2. So Foley definitely looking for the punch out or a ground out here. 1 out and a runner on first. That one instead in the dirt. Forsythe able to pounce on it before Gastelum moves up to second base, so he'll stay put. Count now 3-2. So a few errant pitches here from Foley in the dirt. That time, Seagulls catch a break, and Gastelum not being able to advance 90 feet. But here's the 3-2. Slider, swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Ethan Foley. Seven punch-outs in 3 2/3 innings for Ethan Foley, who's been a strikeout machine this summer. Here's Joseph Cardinal. Swing and a miss from him. 0-1. Cardinal flew out to left in his first at-bat. And once again in the dirt. And it looks like it might be that changeup that he's having trouble to locate. And interesting, the right on right changeup that is he's trying to locate on the outside corner to the right-handed hitters. which can be a difficult thing to do. 1-1. Fastball misses high. Ball 2. And Foley, who's throwing hard this evening, sitting in the low 90s, around 90 to 92 miles per hour with the fastball. So definitely one of the harder throwing Seagulls. Slider. Cardinal thought about it, but he checked his swing in time. 3-1. Three and one, 2 gone. Gastelum at second, moving up on the wild pitch. And a good fastball catches the inside corner. And it's another 3-2 count. Back-to-back full counts here in the 4th. 1 run across here in the 4th. Foley trying to keep it that way. Long pause. The 3-2. Fastball popped up. Could be playable for Nav, and he will run in and call off Foley, who was trying to do it himself. Instead, first baseman Sundar makes the catch. 1 run in for the Stompers. It's 1-0 Sonoma as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th, Liam Forsyth, the catcher, leading things off for the Seagulls. And he's headed to Southeast Missouri State in the fall. 2 years at Chabot for him. Forsyth walked in his first at-bat. Good breaking ball from the starter, Alan Fox, still on the mound. That was pitch number 52. First pitch at the bottom of the 4th. So he's doing pretty good with the pitch count. Fouled back. Here's the 0-2, misses high, ball 1. 1-2 on Forsyth. Pops this one up and out of play once again. Well, a little look around the CCL North. The Crawdads in the top of the fourth against the Alameda Merchants have a 1-0 lead. The Blues playing the Menlo Park Legends up 2-0 in the bottom of the third. As Forsyth takes a look at a curveball in the dirt, 2-2. The Legends, who have had a little bit of a skid lately, especially after losing to the Seagulls, and they get sort of pushed back. Now the last in the CCL North. Here's a fly ball out to right center field. Contreras nonchalant catch in center, and that's the first out at the bottom of the fourth.
Now batting, number 7, Logan.
Here's Logan Hart, the 6'3" lefty from Houston, California. Went to Turlock High School. Played football and baseball in high school. Primarily in football, played as a wide receiver. Hit .392 in 27 games on the diamond in his senior year of high school. He quickly down on the count, 0-2. This spring at Modesto, he had .345 in 41 games, 21 stolen bases, 3 homers, 12 doubles, 5 triples. Check swing, and it's foul. So Hart, who had a fantastic sophomore year at Modesto, like I said, just reading off some of those numbers, and is headed to Cal State Fullerton, but has really struggled with the bat this summer for the Seagulls. Breaking ball in the dirt, good eye. 1-2. Hart came into this one hitting .181, 3 doubles, 9 RBIs, 3 stolen bases. Breaking ball hits this one out to center, and Contreras once again makes the catch. 2 gone. So Logan Hart, who played in the outfield at Modesto with Paul A. Contreras, the guy who just flied out to. And that's 3 straight fly balls to Contreras, dating back to the end of the third. And weirdly enough, the 6th flyout to center field. First pitch to James Bowes, the LMU commit, in there, strike 1. Alan Fox working quick. This is Bowes. Bowes, just his 5th game of the summer, has not played a whole lot this summer for the Seagulls. This is his 20th at bat. 4 hits and RBI. Three and 1 on Bowes. Flew out to center in his first at bat. Just 1 hit surrendered so far for Alan Fox on the mound. He's been magnificent. Ground ball to third. Pretty routine for Handren. Throw to first is in the dirt, but a nice pick at first from Hawley saves the throwing error. And through 4 innings from Alan Fox, no runs surrendered, just 1 hit on his line. We go to the 5th, 1-0 Stompers ahead. Top of the fifth, Tyler Hawley leading things off. The sophomore at Cal State Fullerton made a nice pick at first base, ending the fourth. Now leading things off. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Takes a look at a ball inside. Hawley came into this one hitting .229. And there's a good changeup from Foley as Hawley swings over the top of it, 1-1. 3 doubles, a homer, 10 RBIs this summer for Hawley, this is his 30th game of the season. So he's played in 30 of 31 games for the Stompers. So him and Trent Abel both tied with the most games played, as both of them have played in all but one. It's like another changeup from Foley. That one spiked. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Triples up on the changeup. And Hawley, his second punch out of the ball game. First of the fifth and 8th of the evening for Ethan Foley. So Foley, 2 punch outs in the first, 3 in the third, striking out the side, just surrendering a single. 2 in the fourth and 1 here in the fifth so far, and gets ahead 0-1 on the 9-hitter, Rudy Gonzalez. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Really, the only thing that has hurt Foley so far was last inning, just the wild pitches. Gave up a single, and then a couple of wild pitches allowed Handren to move all the way up to third before an RBI single from Gastelum. Gonzalez, good contact there, but just out in front. Just maybe a little over a foot down the third baseline. Was almost extra bases for him. Foley goes back to the changeup, but misses in the dirt, and good eye from Gonzalez. 1-2. The 1-2. Inside, 2-2. One out and a 2-2 count. Like a slider there from Foley. Gonzalez able to get a piece of it. Still 2-2. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. In the dirt, 3-2. Ground ball to second. Home fields it cleanly. Throw to first. 2 gone here in the 5th. So 75 pitches for Ethan Foley through 4 2/3. 8 punch outs, like I mentioned. And just 3 hits and a walk. Here's Elijah Ramos, 1 for 2 today, single and a strikeout. Ramos, who among guys that have been playing consistently for the Stompers this season, leads the team in batting average. He was one of the Stompers CCL showcase selections. Comes into this one hitting .317. His 32 hits, most on the team as well. 5 doubles, 13 RBIs. and 6 stolen bases. Ground ball to third. Brewer fields it cleanly on to first, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Foley. His second 1-2-3 inning this evening, and that might be all from the 6'3" right-hander who pitched well. 8 punch-outs, 3 hits, 1 walk, and just 1 run surrendered through 5 innings. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Stompers. Stompers go to the bullpen, and it's going to be the 6'1" right-hander from Windsor, California. Went to Cardinal Newman High School and is a sophomore at Menlo College. It's number 22, Raul Valdivia. Primarily an infielder at Newman. He only pitched 5 innings in his junior and senior year combined. But in his freshman year at Menlo, he pitched 4 1/3 innings, allowing 4 earned runs with 3 punch-outs. This is his 8th appearance of the season for the Stompers. First pitch in there, strike 1 to Kai Holm, the second baseman. Valdivia, in 7 previous appearances, has gone 7 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 7 runs allowed, 5 walks, 5 punch-outs. So he's trying to get that ERA down before the end of the regular season, currently an 8.22 ERA. Well, 0-2 here on Kai Holm. First batter he faces out of the bullpen, Alan Fox. 4 very strong innings as the curveball misses high, 1-0. But like I mentioned, Alan Fox has just not gone super deep into games as he exits under 80 pitches. Kai Holm, the lone single, and he strikes out looking here for the first out. Still just 1 hit for the Seagulls, and it was Kai Holm, who, if you remember, beat out a ground ball up the middle and went down grabbing his knee. Was in some pain, but still in the game and feeling better, obviously. Here's Jake Brewer, who's been great defensively at third. Takes a look at strike 1. He flew out to center in his first at-bat, so he's 0 for 1. Oh, 1 misses high, 1-1. Brewer came into this one hitting 171. 2 runs, 5 RBIs, 8 walks. Finds himself down in the count, 1-2. The 1-2. Slider just misses outside. Valdivia was halfway off the mound, expecting the call there. Instead, it's 2-2. One gone here in the bottom of the fifth. Fastball rung him up. Brewer down looking as well. Back-to-back strikeouts, both looking to start things off here in the bottom of the fifth. Well, here's the guy who started things off in the bottom of the first, the leadoff hitter, Andrew Tinsley, who walked, stole second, made it all the way up to third in what looked like a promising first half. And that was the last time the Seagulls had a runner in scoring position, was back in the first. Like I said, just one hit, 2 walks, and they haven't had a base runner since Kai Holmes singled back in the second. Foul tipped off the mask of Gonzalez. Tinsley, who's been one of the better hitters for the Seagulls this summer, and all around has been great. Great defense in the outfield, one of the better arms you'll find. And had one of the more memorable defensive plays against the Sonoma Stompers when they played in Sonoma, the second game in Sonoma, when the Seagulls came from behind as they were on the ropes, and defensively Tinsley gunned out the runner at the plate twice, almost had 3 outfield assists at the plate. One of them was a 2-hopper that went by the catcher, but the throw was on time and on target. 2-2. Check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. And that is a tough break right there. Valdivia strikes out the side in order in his first inning out of the bullpen. We go to the 6th. 1-0 Stompers here in San Bruno. So that's it for Ethan Foley. 5 strong innings, just 1 run surrendered, a few hits, and 8 strikeouts for the right-hander. Still looking for a home at the 4-year level after a couple of great seasons at Ohlone. And here's the Seagulls southpaw, one of the later additions to the bullpen, as they've been trying to beef up this bullpen at the back half of the season. It's the 6'2" lefty, Will Nibis, from Incline Village, Nevada. Went to Bellarmine College Prep High School in San Jose, Mission College, and is a junior at Kansas State. And he's a hard-throwing left-hander. So him, Ethan Foley, and Will Ellis are the hardest throwing pitchers healthy on the staff. Matt Moreno can run it up as well, but he has been shut down on the mound for the rest of the season after he exited that game warming up between the first and second game. Unfortunately, his first CCL start on the mound of the season, and currently dealing with a back injury, so he's been shut down on the mound. But for Will Nibis, he was Coast Conference South Pitcher of the Year and NorCal second-team Pitcher of the Year in high school. And in his 2 seasons at Mission College, he threw 66 2/3 innings, 79 punch-outs, and a 3.51 ERA. Here's a pop-out, or a pop-up to center field. And Andrew Tinsley makes the catch for the first out. Trent Abel retired. He, like I said, Nibis at Kansas State, but did not pitch this spring at Kansas State. So 1 gone here in the top of the 6th after the fly out to center. And here's Max Handren. Takes a look at strike 1. Handren singled and came around to score the only run of the ball game. Check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did, and it seems like he knew it right away. Single and a walk so far for Handren. This is second game with the Stompers. His first game, he went 2 for 3. So right now, he's 3 for 4 with a walk. Pretty good start. And a nice addition for the Stompers heading into the last week of the season and potentially postseason for the Stompers. Still 0-2. 1 gone. Nibis fires in the dirt. So Handren now 3 for 4 this summer with 2 walks. He walked in his first game as well. Here's the 1-2 outside, 2-2. Nibis has had some, well, this is his 5th appearance out of the bullpen, just 5 innings so far. 8 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 6 punch-outs. So short sample size, but similar to Valdivia, trying to get that ERA down. Currently a 7.20, not quite reflective of the quality of pitching or pitcher that Will Nibis is. 3-2, runs inside. Handren just able to get a piece of it to stay alive. So count is still full. 1 gone. 3-2. Got him looking. Perfectly placed fastball from Nibis. And he picks up the strikeout. 9th punch out of the evening for this pitching staff between him and Ethan Foley. And here's Paul Contreras, the center fielder who's been a busy man defensively. He's 0 for 2 today, a flyout and a strikeout. Contreras, who's got a lot of pop. He's 4 home runs this summer, 11 RBIs, but comes in today hitting under 200 now. So he's struggled with the contact, but the pop is definitely there. does have great plate discipline. His 25 walks leads the team by a landslide. In second place is Trent Abel with 18. Great breaking ball there from Nibis. Lands it for strike 2. 1-2 on Contreras. Nibis trying to pick up back-to-back punch-outs to end the 6th. Check swing. Appeal to first, and they're going to say he went around. So back-to-back in the end of the 5th and the top of the 6th. Some questionable strike 3 on the appeal down to first with the check swings, but nonetheless, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 1-0 Stompers. Nice inning from Will Nibis. One nothing Stompers as we go to the bottom of the 6th. And the Seagulls trying to get the bats going as the Stompers pitching staff has really kept this lineup in check. Just one hit so far this evening. Landry way out in front, but all over the first pitch from Valdivia, who came in relief last inning and struck out the side in order. But this is the part of the lineup that could really get things going. 2-3-4. Landry, second best batting average on the team, and the guy behind him with the best batting average on the team, and the only two hitters in the lineup hitting over 300 for the Seagulls. 1-1 on Landry. He's 0 for 2 today with the flyout and a strikeout. The 2-1. Slider stays up. 3-1. Might have been a curveball. Hard to tell a little bit. The 3-1. And a ground ball to third and out of reach of the third baseman, Max Handren, into that 5-6 hole. And there's a leadoff single for the Seagulls, their second hit of the evening. And the right man to be on base here, as he's got 9 stolen bases in 19 games. And that's the second most on the team behind Josh Algren with 10. So good speed on the bases for Ryan Lordier, who just finished up at West Valley JC and is headed to Manhattan College for his junior year. The 0-1. Breaking ball dropped back there from Gonzalez. still called a strike nonetheless, 0-2. Lordier strikeout and a ground out to second so far. Let's see if Landry's on the move here. The 0-2. Fastball. This one hit out to right center field. It's going to be extra bases. Lordier digging for two. It's a good throw, but unable to dig that one out. And it's a double for Ryan Lordier. Runners on second and third. The Seagulls got something cooking here in the sixth. So Landry, who's got great speed, but that ball was not hit far enough for him to come around to score from first. And also had to make sure that one was going to get down, but perfect placement from Ryan Lordier into right center field. And the assistant coach for the Stompers will take a trip out to the mound and talk to Valdivia. Back-to-back hits for the Seagulls. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. And like I said, it's a good opportunity with this part of the order to try to get something going offensively. Entered this inning with just one hit. And since Landry's single, they hadn't had a base runner since Kai Holmes' single back in the second. They had 3 base runners in the first, 1 in the second, and then were completely shut down innings 3 through 5. Different story here in the sixth. Here's Nav Sundar, 0 for 2 today. First pitch, breaking ball, low, ball 1. Sundar reached safely in his first at bat on the throwing error from Abel. The 1-0. Goes back to the breaking ball, but misses once again. 2-0. Stompers getting an arm loose in their bullpen. Lordier at second, Landry at third. Infield is back with no outs and a 1-run game. Fastball right down the middle. Sundar takes 2-1. Two-1 from Valdivia in the dirt, 3-1. Little surprised that the Stompers playing back here. I mean, still the sixth inning, but in a 1-run game. A little surprising, especially this summer. We've seen a lot of defenses in the CCL be very aggressive with the infield in, with runners on third or second and third, and no force available. Instead, they're playing back. Here's the 3-1. Misses outside, ball 4. Good eye and good at bat from Sundar. And now the bases are loaded with nobody out for Liam Forsyth. So corners are in now. Handren, the third baseman, on the cut of the grass, and Hawley, the first baseman, on the grass. Middle infield playing regular double play depth up the middle. And big spot here. Bases loaded, nobody out for Liam Forsyth. He's headed to Southeast Missouri State after finishing up at Chabot College. Pops this one up and will be out of play. Strike 1. So 0-1 on Forsyth. And Valdivia, who had a great 5th inning, striking out the side. Not so much here in the 6th. A single, a double, and a walk, and he finds himself in a jam. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses. So 1-1 now on Forsyth, who just has 1 RBI this summer in 42 at-bats. Pops this one up. Ramos, the second baseman, calls it off, makes the catch. Landry will fake the tag, but no way he's running home on that one. 1 gone. One out for Logan Hart. Bases loaded, 1 out. First pitch, nice changeup from Valdivia. Pulled the string as Hart swings over the top of it. 0-1. The 0-1. Chopper foul. And the Seagulls might be fortunate that that one rolled foul. But now 0-2. And really important that the Seagulls capitalize here on this situation. This is now the 2nd inning they've had bases loaded. And great spot to at least tie, if not take the lead here in the 6th. Pitching staff has been great on both sides, so runs are at a premium as that one misses outside, 1-2. And this definitely feels like one of those games where first team to 3 to 4 runs might get the victory. The 1-2. Fouled back, 2. Still 1-2. Three doubles this season for the Seagulls. Big pitch here from Valdivia. The 1-2, breaking ball upstairs, 2-2. Nine RBIs this summer for Logan Hart. And just 13 hits, 7 runs scored. Anxious moment here. 2-2, good eye. That one misses outside, 3-2. So Hart was quickly down the count, 0-2, works the count now, 3-2. And this will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Bases loaded, 1 gone. The 3-2 popped up, back out of play. He'll see another. Valdivia working hard this inning. Another 3-2, and it misses. Ball 4. And the Seagulls walk in their first run of the ball game, and we're tied 1-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Looks like that's going to be it for Valdivia, as manager will take the mound from Valdivia. The skipper, Zach Pace, who is an assistant coach at Sonoma State. And that'll be it for Valdivia. They go to the bullpen, and we'll take a quick break and be back on the other side with the new arm for the Stompers. Stompers go to the left-hander, number 9, Carson Glavich from Brentwood, California. Went to Heritage High School, College of Chabot, and is a junior at Cumberland University. In his senior year at Heritage, he solely focused on pitching, throwing 30 2/3 innings, striking out 25, and posted a 3.42 ERA. Played one season at Chabot, throwing just under 30 innings, 27 strikeouts, before now going to Cumberland University. Pitched in 2022 for the Stompers. Made 10 appearances, 16 2/3 innings, 13 punch-outs, and a 6.48 ERA. And the first, wow, James Bowes jumps on that one just out in front, 1-1. This is Glavich's 8th appearance of the season, 9 2/3 innings so far, 16 hits, 11 runs, 4 walks, 8 punch-outs. He's got a 10.24 ERA, so over a 10 ERA for Glavich, coming in with bases loaded, 1 out, and James Bowes, the batter. 2-1 on Bowes. He's 0 for 2 today. Ground out and a fly out. Seagulls tied it up after Logan Hart walked. Seagulls trying to add on, blow this inning. Glavich misses low, 3-1. So Valdivia, who came out of the game because he was having trouble locating the couple of walks, and first pitch out of the bullpen, a 3-1 count. This one down in the middle, but Bowes pops it up, 3-2. So another 3-2 count here in this inning. And Bose back up the middle. Could be two. Flip to second, on to first. And he's safe at first as Bose able to beat it out. And Lordier comes in to score. It's 2-1 Seagulls. As good hustle from Bose. And if I'm going to be objective, Bose looked out at first base. But the Seagulls catch a break. And the manager, Zach Pace, will have a word with the first baseman, or the first base coach, or first base umpire, excuse me. But nonetheless, good hustle from James Bose on the ground ball up the middle. It looked like a routine double play. Bose's speed made the difference. Pinch hitter for the Seagulls, it's Ethan Rohn, pinch hitting for Kai Holm. Swing and a miss, went to the backstop, but a great ricochet, and Rudy Gonzalez turns around and finds the baseball easily. So Hart out at second on the 6-4 putout. Nav moves up to third. Lordier comes in to score. 2-1 Seagulls. With Bose at first, Nav at third, and two gone. 0-1 count for Ethan Rohn. The pinch hitter misses low, 1-1. Rohn from Choctaw, Oklahoma. And a 1-1 count. Good movement on that one. Rohn gets a piece of it, 1-2. Rohn, who had a good start to the summer for the Seagulls, still has 21 walks in 23 games, which is pretty absurd, but batting average, he struggled, 167 this summer. Like a changeup there from Glavich, misses outside. 7 runs, a double, and 8 RBIs. 12 runs scored, 3 doubles, a homer, 9 RBIs for Ethan Rohn, and 21 walks. 2 on, 2 out. 2-2 pitch. Bose on the move. Rohn fouls this one. Little dribbler back. We'll see another. Two runs across here in the 6th. And a third run just 90 feet away. See if Bose is on the move again. He won't move, and Rohn won't be able to get the bat off his shoulders. He's down looking for the third out. Not before 2 runs come across, and the Seagulls jump out in front as we head to the 7th. Last 3 innings in this one, 2-1 Seagulls. Seagulls go to their own left-hander, and this is R.J. Aranda, who's making his second appearance of the summer for the Seagulls. Brand new to the roster, pitched in last night's game, went 1 inning, no hits, no walks, no runs, and a punch-out in his first outing as a Seagull. And here he is for his second, pitching in back-to-back games, as the Seagulls are going to need all hands on deck for this home half or home stretch of the season. Like I said, 7 games in 7 days. Aranda from Oxnard, California, went to Oxnard High School, went to Butte College, and is a senior at Cal State East Bay. So similar path to Dwyer Lewis, the Butte and Cal State East Bay connection. He played 3 seasons of football and baseball at Oxnard. Played free safety in football. In his senior year, he had 4 picks and 49 tackles. And on the diamond, he was named first team All-County as a junior and pitcher of the year in 2020. Was also the Ventura County Athlete of the Year at Oxnard High School. Pitched 2 seasons at Butte. One of them was the COVID season, so it didn't count towards his eligibility. He threw 78 innings, 77 punch-outs, and a career 3.81 ERA. First batter he faced, Castellum, pops up to the new second baseman, Ethan Roan, who took over as a pinch hitter for Kai Holm, who hopefully is just a precautionary pinch hitter, or just getting off his feet. Remember Kai Holm, who had that base hit, tripped at first base and was down for a few minutes holding his right knee. So it might have just been a move from Coach Dom to let Kai Holm get off his feet. Again, still have 5 more games in the next 5 days, so health is wealth at this point. First pitch to Darvin Scott is in there, strike 1. And the second pitch in there, strike 2. So good sign if you're a Seagulls fan. R.J. Aranda filling up the zone. Transferred to East Bay. Spent 2 seasons at Cal State East Bay so far. Curveball there. Scott out in front. Rolls it foul. He's thrown 52 innings so far at Cal State East Bay. 36 punch-outs. 0-2. Low. 1-2. Breaking ball, strike 3, got him looking. And that was the hot dog batter of the game. So half off on hot dogs here in the 7th. As Scott down looking, his second punch out of the ballgame. 11 strikeouts for this pitching staff through 6 1/3. Bunt, and Aranda fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time. Sundar, a nice stretch over there, able to keep his foot on the bag somehow, as Joseph Cardinal, who was trying to get a bunt single, nabbed at first base. Nice defensive play from Aranda and Sundar. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch here at Tom Lara Field in San Bruno, California. Jake Brewer leading things off in the home half of the 7th. Seagulls with a lead here in the 7th after putting 2 across in the bottom of the 6th, and then a 1-2-3 inning from Aranda. And Brewer, who has been magnificent with the bunts. It's another bunt single for Jake Brewer, leading things off here in the bottom of the 7th. So Brewer, that has sort of become his MO as a Seagull this season, as defensively he's been magnificent, especially this game. And another bunt single for Jake Brewer. So the 9-hitter does his job, as here's Andrew Tinsley at the top of the order. The runner on first and nobody out. 1-0 on Tinsley. 0 for 2 today with the walk. Struck out on that check swing to end the 5th in his last at-bat. The 1-0. Runs inside. Tinsley fouls it back. 1-1. Seagulls play the Crawdads tomorrow. Same start time at 6:05. The 1-1 from Glavich. Good breaking ball, but misses low. 2-1. Crawdads currently ahead 3-0 in the top of the 8th against the Alameda Merchants. They're playing at the College of Alameda. So Merchants are the home team. Good move from Glavich. Brewer was frozen a little bit, but got back in time easily. The Blues and Legends are tied up 3 apiece in the top of the 7th at Sinschemeyer Park in San Luis Obispo. So that would be a big upset, or just important for the Seagulls if the Legends are able to get the victory right there. The Blues currently in 2nd place, just half a game up on the Stompers as they leapfrog the Stompers. For quite some time, it's been Crawdads, Stompers, Blues, Seagulls, and then the Legends and the Merchants in that order for the standings, but things are starting to mix around now. Seagulls 2.5 games back of the Stompers. And the top 3 teams in the North make the playoffs, as well as the top 3 teams in the South. So 2.5 games back, the Seagulls are going to have to scratch and claw to get back into the playoff picture. The 3-1. Ground ball, and it's going to get through past Ramos into right field. So Tinsley, who's just been a hit machine this summer, picks up his first hit of the ball game. And now runners on first and second once again. The Seagulls getting things going like they did back in the 6th. Started the 6th off with a single, a double, a walk. Now back-to-back singles. And here's Isaiah Landry, who came around to score the first run of the ballgame for the Seagulls and kicked off last inning with a single. Landry, who hit over 300 in his freshman year at Alabama State, and hitting over 300 this summer for the Seagulls. Good slider, and that one also called a strike. Landry down the count 0-2. That one, tough call. Looked like it ran inside, but home plate umpire is going to say it broke in the zone. Oh, 2. No outs. Runners on first and second. That slider in the dirt. Brewer thought about it, but will head back to second. 1-2 now. Seagulls looking for some insurance heading to last couple innings. And wouldn't be surprised if you see Will Ellis getting warm soon. He pitched yesterday and picked up the save. So him or Stanley could be some of the candidates to finish things off here. Two-two. And swing and a miss. Landry swings out of his shoes, and one that was out of the zone and into the other batter's box. So Landry down swinging his second punch out. And here's Ryan Lordier, who doubled in his last at-bat. Laurier doubled and came around to score when Logan Hart walked with the bases loaded. Here's another line drive. It's going to get down in front of the right fielder. Brewer held up at third, throw is up the line, and in hindsight, Brewer could have came in to score, but nonetheless a good holdup from Dom, the third base coach, because with a good throw right there, Brewer would have been nailed. And now the bases are loaded with one out. Looks like that's going to be it for Glavich, as skipper Zach Pace will take the ball from his left-hander, and we'll have another arm come into this one. I'll step aside. Cameron Anderson here on the San Francisco Seagulls YouTube. We'll be back with the new pitcher here in the bottom of the seventh. Bases loaded and one out. Number 27, Hawk Hill, takes over for the Stompers, and he comes in a tough spot. Bases loaded, one out, but for the Stompers, they're thinking right man, right spot. Hawk Hill, who was down in San Diego for the CCL showcase representing the Sonoma Stompers, and he got into the ball game in that showcase. Hill from Martinez went to Alhambra High School. First pitch is a ground ball to second. Could be two. Flipped to second on to first in the dirt, but Hawley digs it out. And wow, can't expect anything better out of your pitcher as he comes into the game. One pitch 2 outs and no runs come across the Seagulls strand. The base is loaded for the second time this evening. 2-1, the Seagulls ahead as we go to the 8th. In the 8th, the Seagulls go to Shane Stanley, primarily the catcher for the Seagulls, a Gold Glove catcher at City College of San Francisco, but has made a very smooth transition on the mound for the Seagulls. And once again, another returning Seagull in Shane Stanley, who's headed to the University of Maryland Eastern Shore for his junior year after a couple of years at CCSF, like I mentioned. First pitch curveball from him, misses inside, 1-0. Stanley, 8 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs, 3 walks and 11 punch-outs. He's been wonderful out of the bullpen, and all of his appearances out of the bullpen have been in pressure situations. And he has sort of earned himself as the setup man, if not the closer, when Will Ellis is a little tired. And Logan Hart, who almost overran it, had to come back a little bit, makes a catch. 1 gone here in the top of the 8th. So Hawley flies out to right, and looks like they're going to get a pinch hitter up for the Stompers, and was not in the on-deck circle ready to go. So pinch hitter for Rudy Gonzalez. As Gonzalez, who's the 9 hitter and doing the catching duties for the Stompers. It's going to be Benedetto Giovanetti, the 6-foot. Well, that might not be right. Chase Taylor. There are 2 number 21s and 2 number 26s on the point streak roster, so a little confusion there. This is Chase Taylor, thanks to the guy doing all the stats, Ransom Lewis, who let me know about that one. Taylor, 5'8" lefty from Los Medanos College, so sophomore at LMC. Playing in the Bay Valley Conference. He's from Concord, California. That's DVC country. 1-2 from Stanley. Got him looking right on the outside corner as he gets Giovanetti down. 2 gone now in the top of the 8th. And it's back to the top of the order, Elijah Ramos. Ramos, 1 for 3 today. A single, a ground out, and a strikeout. Takes a look at strike 1 from Shane Stanley. 12 punch-outs this summer for Stanley now. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Stanley, who is pitching to the best hitter in this lineup, Elijah Ramos. Ahead in the count, 0-2. Fastball popped up, out of play. Ramos will see another. Stompers will head to Alameda tomorrow to play the Merchants, who are currently losing to the Crawdads 3-0. Ground ball to third. Brewer bobbles it, and he's not going to make the throw. And that one will go down as an E5. And the Stompers have some two-out life here in the 8th. And Stanley will have to face another. It's the 2-hitter Trent Abel, who's 0 for 3 today. 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Slide step from Stanley, but he misses. 1-0. Trying to quick pitch Abel. Breaking ball. And that one misses. 2-0. Abel, who's hitting .298 this season, coming into this one, that is. 5 doubles, a homer, 16 RBIs. Just misses that one. Fouls it. 2-1. He's also got 4 stolen bases and leads the team in at-bats with 104. So him and Ramos have been a good 1-2 punch at the top of the order for the Stompers. Takes a look at that one. It's now 3-1 on Abel. One-run game. Runner on first, 2 gone. The 3-1. In there, strike 2. See if Shane Stanley can get out of this inning. The 3-2. Breaking ball, and it's a bleeder into short left center field. And Ramos will move up to third base. Now runners on the corners with 2 gone, and that is the big worry, especially with a 2-out error like that. And Brewer clearly feeling it even more, upset with himself after that error, and obviously seeing how the next batter is a bleeding single into short left center field. Just always how things go in this game. They're going to go to the closer here early. Will Ellis, the most dominant pitcher in the CCL, will get another save opportunity. This time he's going to need 4 outs, taking over here in the top of the 8th. Will Ellis enters the ball game. This is his 12th appearance out of the bullpen. Comes into this one with a 2-0 record and 6 saves, which leads the CCL. He also has the best ERA in all of the California Collegiate League. He picked up the save last night in the 7-4 victory, coming in the 9th to shut things down. And surprisingly, he actually didn't pick up a strikeout last night, so I'm sure he's looking to pick up some of those in this outing. First pitch to Max Handren, and runners on first and third, 2 outs, and a 1-run game. The 1-0. Slider catches the outside corner, strike 1. Doesn't take very long to see why Will Ellis is putting up the numbers he is. And he may get overlooked because, he's going to Oklahoma Baptist, not a huge school for baseball, but Will Ellis has turned a lot of heads and has definitely been one of the more successful Seagulls this season. His 33 punch-outs, second best on the team behind Dwyer Lewis. The difference is Ellis has 33 strikeouts in 23 innings. Fastball rung him up, and Will Ellis will strut off the mound. He comes in and does exactly what is expected and the standard of his pitching so far this season. He picks up the punch out and gets out of the jam, keeping the Seagulls ahead by 1. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still 2-1 San Francisco. Bottom of the 8th, 1-run game. Hawk Hill still on the mound. Didn't have to work very hard last inning. Came in with bases loaded, 1 out, threw 1 pitch, and got 2 outs. Pretty good for Hawk Hill. Couldn't ask for much more. First pitch fouled back from Liam Forsyth. And Hawk Hill, who I was trying to explain and tell the audience who he is before he got out of the jam in just 1 pitch. He's from Martinez, went to Alhambra High School, College of Chabot, Cumberland University. He's headed to his senior year. So the slider misses outside, 1-1. Gave up just 2 runs in his freshman year at Chabot in 27 1/3 innings with 17 punch-outs. In his sophomore season, he made 13 starts, striking out 43 in 68 2/3 innings. As good eye from Forsyth, count now 2-1. And this is Hawk Hill's 3rd year with the Stompers. In 2022 and 2023 combined, he's thrown 40 innings, 18 appearances, 22 strikeouts, and a 4.82 ERA. Big breaking ball, and it lands 2-2. This is his 7th appearance of the season, 18 innings, 14 punch-outs, enters the game with a 3 ERA. 2-2 from Hill. Misses high, 3-2. Three-two count to Forsyth, leading things off in the bottom of the 8th as the Seagulls trying to get some insurance runs, and it's a punch out. Forsyth swings at the high slider, and he's down for the first out.
Number 7, Logan.
One gone for Logan Hart. Well, like I said, the Seagulls just trying to get some support. I mean, Will Ellis doesn't need a lot. He's surrendered just 1 earned run this season, but he is human, and more run support definitely make Seagulls players and fans a little more confident. Leo 1 from Hill. Big breaking ball, lands it again. He's got more of a 12-6 breaking ball. A lot of vertical break. Not a lot of horizontal movement. Just a big curveball. And this one hit into left center field, and it's going to get down. It's a hit for Logan Hart. The throw is errant, and a good read from him. He's going to move up to second on the throwing error. So the left fielder, Joseph Cardinal, trying to get into his cutoff man, but misses him. So that's a throwing error on Cardinal. Hart moves up to second, and the Seagulls have a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Here's James Bowes. 0 for 3 today, reached safely in his last at-bat on the fielder's choice, able to beat out the double play that ended up giving the Seagulls the lead. Ryan Lordier came in to score. Remember, the bases were loaded back in the 6th. 0-1 on Bowes, LMU commit. And he's all over this one. It's a base hit. Logan Hart didn't have a great jump, and he's going to be held up at third. Strong throw from Cardinal coming in. And Hart, who seemed like was a little, wanted to make sure that was going to get down and by. And instead now he's held up at third, and it's going to be a pinch hitter in Ethan Roan's spot. And it's the second baseman, number 4, Jake Barber. So smart move here from Coach Dom, going to Barber, who's been one of the better hitters lately, especially before the 5-day break that the Seagulls had. Barber, who is red hot, especially with the pop at the plate. Couple of home runs for Barber now this season. Him and Andrew Tinsley, both 2 home runs. First pitch misses, 1-0. Barber comes in hitting 200, 8 runs, 2 doubles, 2 homers, 7 RBIs. Breaking ball from Hill misses. Bowes thought about it, but we'll go back to first. Failed to mention, we have a new catcher, Jack Vanancini, San Jose State, junior at San Jose State, takes over after the pinch hitter for the catcher, Rudy Gonzalez. Remember, Chase Taylor pinch hit for Gonzalez. Chase Taylor is an outfielder, so they had to make a defensive substitution, and Vanancini takes over. 2-0 to Barber. Breaking ball misses, and it's 3-0. One gone. Runners on the corners. Gets one in there. 3-1. Barber, who's from Raleigh, North Carolina, to move to first. Bo's back in safely. Barber, who went to Pro 5 Baseball Academy, one of the more prestigious baseball academies in the country. Slide step from Hill, and Hill, who's trying to negate the base running, or James Bowes stealing at first, might have also just quick pitched Barber. Now 3-2. Hill comes home. It's a pop-up, and Bowes has to go back. He doesn't read it right away. Ramos throw to first, and he's doubled up. And just not amazing base running right there. Tough. Bowes is on the move with the pitch, but didn't read that pop-up well enough. And no runs come across. Once again, the Seagulls strand runners in scoring position. We go to the top of the ninth. Will Ellis, who took over in the eighth, looking to pick up 3 more outs and collect his 7th save of the summer. Game 7 between these two teams, and the series is tied 3-3. They will play one more game against each other. It'll be the last game of the season for the Seagulls on July 28th. Will Ellis, still on the mound, gets the swing and a miss. It's a crucial game as the Stompers trying to hold that 3 spot and maybe even climb up to 2, where the Seagulls trying to move up to 3 if they want to make the playoffs. 1-1 on Contreras. Ellis just misses with the slider. Fastball jams Contreras. It's a high fly ball to left center field. Landry coming over, makes the catch in basically center field. Calls off Tinsley. 1 gone. And this is where fly balls get very scary because it's getting darker early now, later in the summer. And when the lights come out, it is harder to find the ball here at Tom Lara Field. We've seen plenty of outfielders here struggle to see the ball. First pitch to Gastelum in there, strike 1. He's 1 for 3 today, singled back in the 4th. Slider misses up. 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. Slider right there. Strike two. Stompers down to their final 2 outs here. 1-2, fouled off. Check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Throw down to first in plenty of time. It's another strikeout for Will Ellis, his 35th of the summer and his 2nd of the evening. Stompers down to their final out. Seagulls trying to kick off this 7-game in 7-day week with back-to-back wins. The Stompers down to their last out. Chopper back up the middle. Barber, fresh second baseman, flipped to first, not in time. It's an infield single for Darvin Scott. So just like in the 8th, the Stompers a little bit of 2-out life as Scott reaches on the infield single. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for the Stompers in Joseph Cardinal's spot. And it looks like it's going to be Luke Rossi from the College of San Mateo pinch hitting here. Rossi, who's from Salinas, California, went to Palma High School, University of San Francisco out of high school, and then transferred to College of San Mateo. Was a quarterback at Palma High School as well. Threw for 1,300 yards his senior year, 14 touchdowns. Comes in a big spot, runner on first, 2 outs. Swing and a miss at the first pitch slider. Rossi at 245 this spring, 4 doubles and 2 homers at College of San Mateo. And he's a pinch hitter here. 2 outs, their last out, and he's facing arguably the best pitcher in the league in Will Ellis, who came in today's game with a 0.39 ERA, just 1 earned run surrendered in 23 innings. Now 35 strikeouts as well. Best ERA in the league and a top 5 in strikeouts. 1-1 on Rossi. Slider, swing and a miss. Stompers down to their final strike. Runner on first, 2 gone. The 1-2 from Ellis. Misses. Wow, no. Strike 3 as Rossi is rung up. Will Ellis trying not to crack a smile. And that is how things end here in San Bruno at Tom Lara Field. And, I mean, wow. Will Ellis picks up his 7th save of the season. Very unconventional way to end things as the home plate umpire looks like she's just ready to go home. The slider was not in the strike zone, but nonetheless, Will Ellis, dominant performance. 3 strikeouts in this one, and had to retire 4 batters, including the last batter in the 8th came in with 2 outs, runners on first and third, protecting a 1-run lead. Back-to-back saves in back-to-back evenings for Will Ellis. Getting word that we will also have Will Ellis and Jake Brewer join the broadcast for a little post-game interview. Brewer, who had a great bunt single to get things going, and obviously Will Ellis, who picks up yet again another save. So 2-1 victory for the Seagulls, back-to-back wins, and 5 more games left. They're 13-15 now, and starting to inch a little closer in the standings to that 3 spot that the Sonoma Stompers currently hold. And quickly going to take a look around the league as well and see some of the final scores here in some of these games. So the Slow Blues take the lead in the bottom of the 8th. They're up 4-3 on the Menlo Park Legends in San Luis Obispo at Sinshmeyer Park. And the Walnut Creek Crawdads pick up the victory against the Alameda Merchants. So the Merchants drop 1. The Crawdads stay hot, sitting first in the division in the CCL North. No surprise there. The Blues, who are currently second in the North, ahead on the 5th place Legends, 4-3, like I mentioned, at Sinshmeyer Park. So now just waiting on Will Ellis and Jake Brewer for the post-game interview. Brewer, who went 1 for 3 today with a bunt single and played great defense at third. And looks like they're heading over right now. And here we go. So the closer for the San Francisco Seagulls, Will Ellis. First of all, what an end. Was that last pitch a strike?
No. I mean, the umpire called it a strike, so I guess it was a strike, but I wouldn't say it was necessarily a strike, no.
Well, I would say maybe you deserve some calls here and there based on how you've performed this summer. Under a 1 ERA, now 36 strikeouts. You have the best ERA in the CCL, and just 2 less strikeouts than Dwyer Lewis in about 10 less innings. You were also CCL Pitcher of the Game in the showcase. Briefly talk about that experience, going down to San Diego, playing in the showcase, and being able to be the Pitcher of the Game.
Yeah, it was a really cool experience overall, just being able to go down there. You see the guys from the South, they have really good talent down there, and it was just awesome to just experience it, see the guys on the other team, and just see talent from all over the place in one area. It was really cool.
So, Jake, you got the start today at third and quickly flashed the leather. Nice diving play and play to your left early in the ball game. You've been moving around a little bit in the infield, primarily playing second and first, but got the start today at third. Are you taking grounders from all different spots in the infield to make sure that you're ready to play wherever coach puts you?
Always. I'm always trying to get an extra work whenever I can. Third base is probably my favorite position, so very happy to finally be able to get back over there after coming off an injury.
Obviously, the error in the 8th, luckily, this guy right here sort of bailed you out in the 8th with 2 outs, came in and shut the door. You also, though, picked up a bunt single once again. Has that always been sort of part of your game where you're able to lay down bunts? And obviously a lost art in baseball, but really you have been the guy for the Seagulls in sacrifice situations, and even like you did today, leading things off with a bunt single when the offense is sort of muttering and struggling to get on base. How long have you sort of known that you are able to get down bunts, and how confident are you with when coach asks you to get one down?
Every time I'm very confident with my bunting. I've bunted, like, it's lost art. I've bunted since I was 10. I'm very confident with it. Look to steal hits anytime I can, get our guys fired up a little bit.
Well, for both of you, you guys are now 13 and 15 and have won back-to-back games. I know you guys are probably tired, and this is going to be a long week, 7 games in 7 days, trying to make a playoff push. Will, I'll go to you first. What is it going to take from you and the pitching staff heading down? Once again, another great pitching performance. You guys have had one of the best pitching staffs in the CCL, not even just the North, but including the South. What is it going to take for this pitching staff to keep it rolling until potentially the playoffs?
Yeah, I'd say we just need to keep doing what we're doing. I feel like when we throw strikes, we just have success. I don't remember many games that we've thrown strikes and then ended up losing, so I feel like that's the main thing.
And Jake, for you, offensively, what is it going to take for the Seagulls? Because, you know, not to call out the offense or anything, but that's probably been the weakest part for the Seagulls so far, objectively speaking. What is it going to take to get the bats going? Slow start today, just 1 hit through the first 5 innings, and then start to get things going in the 6th. What is it going to take offensively for the Seagulls in this final push?
Well, first, the pitching's been amazing. It's been very fun to play behind, a lot of strikes being thrown. So I think just as an offense, we need to do a better job situationally hitting, moving guys over, and getting runs across.
Yep, just going to say that today definitely left some runners in scoring position, could have capitalized, drove in some more runs. Well, thank you, both you gentlemen. Good luck the rest of the season. Thanks for joining me. Cameron Anderson signing out from San Bruno, California. The Seagulls win. Final score 2-1 over the Sonoma Stompers and win back-to-back games. They play tomorrow night against the Walnut Creek Crawdads, who will come here and play at Tom Lara Field in San Bruno. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining Seagulls Baseball.